My dear beloved children, today I want to talk about the subconsciousness of a person of the fourth dimension in a slightly different way. Since the previous messages dealt with the gradual convergence of the consciousness and subconsciousness of a person who has already finally passed into the space of the fourth dimension, now I would like to talk with you in more detail about the process of their interaction. As was already mentioned in my previous message, if you are able to control your consciousness by tracking your thoughts and emotions, then the subconscious mind remains inaccessible to you for the time being. The programs embedded in it act independently, and yet the consciousness and subconsciousness of a person are closely interconnected. And this is due to the fact that conscious programs descend into the basement of your subconsciousness, which have already taken root in you so much that they have condensed to the level of the subconsciousness. Therefore, start working with your subconscious is always better with studying your weaknesses, which you are able to track at the level of consciousness. So, for example, if you notice often repeated negative reactions to something or someone, then you definitely need to work with it, mentally, emotionally, energetically. And you have already been given a lot of transformation practices your negative emotions into positive ones. Choose those that are easiest for you and turn into a habit of using them whenever the need arises. As a result, by adjusting your consciousness, you will begin to influence your subconscious. This can be compared to weeding, when you carefully release the desired fruit from what prevents it from growing. And in this case, such a fruit is your new subconscious, and weeds are already obsolete mental and emotional programs of the three-dimensional world. This work is not easy, because the weeds have taken deep roots in your subconscious, but you need to pull them out with roots, otherwise they will sprout again, and in the shortest possible time. For in order to make your work easier, I want to give you another simple practice, which we will call weeding the subconscious. It can be done on the go, every time you feel the need for it. As soon as your consciousness fixes any spontaneous, uncontrollable reaction inherent in a person of the three-dimensional world, such as, for example, fear, envy, jealousy, irritation, impatience. Imagine this emotion in the form of a weed, and then start not just pulling out this emotion, a weed from your consciousness, but by all means root it out from your subconscious, using for this the knowledge and practices that were given to you earlier. Such conscious and deep work on yourself can give quick and good results. You will notice that your reaction to similar situations will change and negative emotions will be replaced by, if not positive, then at least neutral ones. You will no longer judge someone or something, but calmly observe what is happening. And this practice will be your first step towards bringing your consciousness and subconsciousness closer together at a new level of the fourth dimension. How can the energy of unconditional love affect your subconsciousness? As you already know, it is this energy that is the basis of life in the worlds of higher dimensions. Absolutely everything is impregnated with it. The chakras and subtle bodies of a person and, of course, his consciousness. But already now you can integrate it into your subconscious in order to bring it to a new level, freeing it from old behavioral and emotional patterns inherent in a person in the three-dimensional world. This work is rather painstaking, but very effective. And first you need to learn how to invoke the energy of unconditional love and hold it as long as possible in your energy space. To feel it better, you can connect your crystal of love to this process. Activate it in full force and then call on the universal energy unconditional love. Ask her to connect with your crystal of love and fill your entire energy space through it. And only after you feel that all your chakras and subtle bodies have responded to this divine energy, ask her to completely cleanse your subconscious from all negative low vibration programs. Why do I advise you to do it in that order? The fact is that each emotion or program of the three-dimensional world is directly connected with certain chakras and subtle bodies of a person, in which they are first born, and with repeated repetition, they are fixed at the subconscious level. Therefore, first filling all your subtle bodies with the energy of the unconditional love, you dissolve, neutralize, the source of unwanted emotions and thought forms. In other words, you block their access to your subconscious, you cut the thread that binds them. And in this case, there is hope that, once cleared your subconscious with the energy of unconditional love, you will no longer feed it with the previous negative energies. As you can see, multi-stage work is also necessary here, since the fine material structure of a person is very complex and multifaceted. Therefore, I always ask you not to rush, but to work on yourself calmly, thoughtfully and slowly. But the most important thing is to get joy from it, turning any practice or meditation into endless creativity, introducing your own unique notes and nuances into them, and by and large feeling like the creator of your life, strong and powerful. Today I want to give you another practice that will help you rebuild your subconscious in a new way, thereby balancing it with your high vibration consciousness. And it consists in the following. Every time you feel that the emotions of the three-dimensional world take over you, mentally return to your basement of the subconscious and, having activated your crystal of love, look for that saboteur who dared to disturb your harmonious state. In other words, once again carry out the practice getting rid of internal saboteurs, but already on the go, thus fixing its result. Of course, I understand, my family, how difficult it is for you, while still in the three-dimensional world, to remain calm and unperturbed, especially now, at the junction of two eras and in the midst of the struggle between dark and light forces. But it is precisely for this why did you come to Earth, not only to be witnesses of the fateful process of the transition of your planet to the fifth dimension, but also to take part in it yourself. The very fact that you know about the Ascension is your greatest success, since millions of people on the Earth did not hear anything about him, but even having heard, they are not able to understand all the greatness of what is happening, taking such conversations for fairy tales or fantasies of eccentrics. Therefore, all hope is only on you, on those whom I call the divine sowing on Earth. Only you can complete what I have planned and go to the fifth dimension together with your planet. So go to the end, my beloved. Be patient and don't let the forces of darkness throw you back. Do not plunge into the endless stream negative information that presses you to the earth, preventing your consciousness from entering new expanses of being. Light up all the nooks and crannies of your consciousness and subconsciousness with your crystal of love, freeing yourself from the ballast of three-dimensionality, so that finally bring them to a single level of consciousness of the fourth dimension. And let this be the most important task for you at the moment. I bless you and love you immensely. Father Absolute has spoken to you.